Good afternoon, Island Heights, Ocean Gate, whoever's out there. Mr. L coming to you from Island Heights Grade School Gym. Doing a new video today. We're continuing with our soccer, but today we're going to move on to a different skill. We are not going to be doing juggling anymore. We are going to be working on our passing. I'm going to give you a couple different ways to pass the ball, and then again, it's on you to practice. You can pass with somebody, or you can pass against a wall, or you could pass to a tree. This one you might need a ball for if you're in the house and you're passing with somebody. If you don't have a ball, you can ball up a shirt or a towel, something like that that might move across the floor. Or you can use a bottle, empty plastic bottle, anything that would be able to move across the floor. It doesn't have to be a soccer ball, it doesn't have to be this. Do the best job you can with what you have. All right, so we're going to be working on passing. We're going to do a couple different exercises for warm-ups today. I got 4 different exercises for warm-ups. I'm going to show it to you first, and then I'm going to have you do it for about 30 seconds, and then I'll show you another one. Do it for about 30 seconds. All right, I don't need anybody going too fast. Try to keep pace with me. You don't need to do anything a million miles an hour. I want you to be safe and do it correctly. I don't want to see incorrect things. I want to see correct movements, doing them at the right pace. As always with PE, we want to be in a safe place where we're not going to break anything, knock anything over, injure ourselves, anything like that. Also, we need to have mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, whoever you're with, know where you're doing this and what you're doing. Okay? So no one can get hurt, no one can get in trouble, no one can do anything that they're not supposed to be doing. All right? So first we're just going to do some warm-ups. So I'm going to back up a little. First one we're going to do is squats. You want your feet shoulder width apart. That means shoulders. You can draw a line from your shoulders to your feet. Shoulders to your feet. And then you're just going to sit like you're sitting in a chair. I don't want to see you bent over like this. This is not a squat. This is not a squat. Alright? You're going to bend down like you're sitting in a chair. Feet shoulder width apart, feet straight. You're going to bend over like you're sitting in a chair. And stand up. Alright? We're going to do those for about 30 seconds. Don't go super fast. You don't want your butt going all the way to the ground. Just want to go to about 90 degrees. And then back up. That's it. Ready? Go. You're just going down and up. I'm not going super duper fast. I'm just going at a reasonable pace to get a workout in. Alright? This will work your quad muscles. This will work your hamstring muscles. This will work your gluteus maximus muscles. Alright? Just nice and easy. Stop. All right, so nothing too hard. Maybe shake the legs out a little bit. All right, now we're going to, the next one we're going to do, we'll give the legs a little break, it's just going to be high knees. We're not going to run and do high knees. It's just going to be a turn and touch. Turn and touch. Some people touch with their elbows. That's fine. If you want to just touch with your hands and do a little turn, that's fine as well. Like I said, the challenge is touching your elbows to your knees. That's your choice. I'll let you choose what you want to do. I don't want to see us running. It's just a touch. All right? We're going to do that for 30 seconds. Just to get our blood flowing. Go. Just to get our blood flowing. I'll go back and forth between elbows and hands just to give you guys the idea of the different ideas you can choose to do with this exercise. This works our abdominal muscles. This works our hip flexors. Works a lot of different muscles, tendons in the body. Doing these very simple workouts that we're going to do for about 5 minutes. All right, stop. wasn't so hard. It was a little break. All right, so now we're going to do lunges. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I want. When you do a lunge, you will step forward, a big step forward with one foot, and then you go straight down. And then you come up and step back. Other foot. You step out, big step, you go down and back. When people do lunges too many times, they take a short step and lean forward. You don't want your knee to go over your toe. That'll hurt your knee, put too much stress on something, a tendon in your knee called your patella. You don't want that. So it's a big step out, straight down, up, back. Big step out, straight down, and back. That's it. We're going to do those for about 30 seconds. Go. Switching legs every time. Try to keep everything in a straight line. Shoulders, hips, toes, knees. Straight line. Just work on keeping everything straight. See, this time my knee went over my toe. I wasn't focused on what I was doing. Big step, down and up. All right, stop. All right, so lunges are tough on the quads. A lot of pushing. All right. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to do some Frankenstein kicks. So with this one, you're not going to be walking and doing them. You're just going to be standing still, kicking your leg up, and reaching with your opposite hand to try to touch your toe. If you cannot touch your toe, that's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't need to be able to touch your toe to get the stretch out of it. All right? Because I cannot touch my toe. I'm pretty far away, as you can see. I'm pretty far away from that toe, but I still get the stretch I need from this exercise. All right, so we're going to do that for about 30 seconds. Go. Ooh. Just switching legs every time. Switching legs every time. Try to stay as tall as you can. If you bend down a little bit, that's okay. You don't want to be on straight knees doing this. It's very hard. Bend your knees. Athletic position. Kicking up. Stretching those hamstrings, which are in the backs of your legs. Stretching those hip flexors, which are right by your hips, make you be able to move a little bit. All right, stop. Woo. Woo. All right, so that was just our little warm-up, something different besides jumping, because I know that gets boring after a while, because I'm pretty bored of it already. But we'll come back to jumping, and we'll come back to these strength and stretching exercises, and we'll do different strength and exercises, stretching exercises as we move on. But now I want to talk about passing a soccer ball, or a stuffed animal, or a ball that you have. Again, I wouldn't recommend a basketball, too hard. Bowling ball is very hard to kick. Tree stump probably wouldn't roll real well. There's lots of things that wouldn't roll. I wouldn't kick the couch, wouldn't go very far. Use a ball. If you have a pet, maybe a dog ball, a cat toy, something that will roll across the floor will be great. You don't need to use a ball. I use a ball because I have it. All right? It's just one of the foam ones we use at school. I'm not getting a soccer ball out just to give you guys a different idea of what you can use. Something soft and rolls, perfect. So we don't break anything in the house, we don't break anything outside, we don't break any toes. All right? When we're passing the soccer ball, you never want to kick it with your toes. You never want to kick the ball with your toe, like this. Because your toe is round, and the ball is round. It can roll off any different way. You have no control over it. So when you are passing a soccer ball, you want to, I am right-footed. This is my right foot. So I'm going to kick the ball with my right foot. My left foot will be next to the ball, not super close to it. I'll back up a little so you can see the space. If your foot's too close to the ball, you'll end up kicking your foot instead of the ball, and it'll be very hard to open these hips up and swing your leg through. You'll be very off balance. You say, I can't do it. Put your foot next to the ball so there's plenty of room to swing your foot through. All right, we'll just move the ball out of the way. We're going to pretend it's there. Foot next to the ball and just swing through. Get used to the idea of turning your foot. Too many times, boys and girls our ages have a lot of trouble turning their hips to open this foot to pass the ball. They can't figure out how to get that hip open. So this is all we're going to do. We're going to step, turn, swing without the ball. Step, turn, swing. Step, turn, swing. If you are a professional soccer player, do these. If you're a pro, do these with your weaker foot, your non-dominant foot, so you get better. All right? Once you get comfortable swinging that foot, turning those hips, opening those hips, see how I'm leaning back nice and easy. It shouldn't be a struggle to keep and swing your foot. Step, turn, swing. Step, turn, swing. All right? Nice and easy. Step, turn, swing. Nice and easy. Step, turn, swing. All right? If you have, that's the inside of the foot. That's what we're going to practice now. All right? So it's important, I'll leave the ball here so you can see. It's important that you step next to the ball. See how much space I'm giving so you have room to get your foot through. All right? I'm going to kick this way, so I hit the wall and it comes back to me, so I don't have to run out of the video every time. All right? So it's going to be step next to the ball. You want your toe pointed to where you want the ball to go. If I point my toe out that way, that's where the ball is going to go. If I want it to go right towards the camera, I'm going to point my toe right towards the camera. Step, turn, swing. Nice and easy, all right? So I want it to go towards that wall. So I'm going to step next to the ball, turn, swing. You see it? Oh, you can't see it yet, but it came back. All right? So it was a little off, but it wasn't bad, all right? You want to step next to the ball, turn your foot, swing. You always want to keep your eye on the ball when you are kicking it. When you are passing the ball, you want to keep your head down. Step, turn, swing. Keep your eye on the ball so you know where it's going. Keep your eye on the ball so you watch your foot. Contact the ball. Step, turn, swing. All right? And it should go straight-ish. I'm not saying it's going to be a perfect line every time, but it should go somewhat straight so it comes back to you if you're playing by yourself against the wall. All right? Step next to the ball. Turn, swing. All right? You want to make sure you're hitting the ball right in the arch of your shoe. All right? This is the instep of your foot. The instep of your foot. You want to hit right in the middle. You want to hit right in the middle. Because if you have a ball that has like a design on it like this, I have this big rhino on it, I'm going to turn the ball so I'm kicking that rhino. So I know, because if you go too far under, it'll go up in the air, and that's not what we want. If you go too far on top, you'll just trip and fall. You want to pass, when you pass the ball, it wants to go right in the middle. Right in the middle of the ball. So you want to get your foot right in the middle. So if you have a logo or something, a name on the ball, something, try to set it up so you can just practice kicking that spot. Keep your eye on that spot and go. And talk it out to yourself. Next to the ball, turn, swing. All right? My foot is off the ground and swinging so it can keep moving. All right? Step, turn, swing. As you get better, all right, as you get a little better, you can do it a little faster. If you're passing with somebody, you can go without stopping it back and forth. If you're going by yourself, I'm going to turn to this wall so you can see what I'm doing. You can pass it and just keep going, switching feet. So if I'm going this way, right, hit the wall, hit the wall, hit the wall. I'm switching feet, I'm still passing. Alright, so that's just a little something you can do to get your feet quicker, make it a little harder for you. If you're working with somebody, a mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, whoever, cousin, you can work on first passing the ball, stopping it, and then passing back. All right? Pass it first, stop, kick again. Once you get a good flow down, then you can try to pass it without stopping it. But this time, I want you to really watch my feet, how they don't stop moving. I don't want to see you standing still, and then you're going to be like, it didn't come back to me. What do I do? You have to keep moving your feet. You have to move. It's not going to be a perfect pass every time. So my feet are always moving, ready to go for the next one. Wherever the ball goes, my feet are moving. And then you stop. All right? That's passing. In a nutshell, that means in a very limited amount, that's passing. Hopefully you can all get someone to work with, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, brother, sister. Hopefully you can get someone to work with. If not, find a wall that you will not knock something off it. We don't want pictures falling to the ground. We don't want TVs falling off the walls, things like that. Hopefully you can find a wall and just work on it. If you get 5 passes in a row without losing it, excellent. If you get 100 passes in a row, excellent. Work as hard as you can to become a better soccer player, because that's the only way you're going to get better, is if you put in the work. All right? Stay healthy, stay active.